Good afternoon, guys. I'm going to discuss a video about trim instability. I'll show you figure. So I'm going to discuss about the MB Max Panama trim stability and calculation sheet. We will include the kg moment and inertia of free surface or specific gravity. Okay, and we will finish this one until we reach the final kg and the vertical moment and the free surface. Okay, so I'll give you an idea how this one can be solved easily by the load master. Okay, if you have a load master, you fill in the weights of each compartment and automatically you will have this LCG moment, including this the kg moment and the free surface. You will all see this, all will be calculated in the load master. And to give you the full scenario or full scene, this I put it in this one. I put it in Excel. So in whole compartment number 1 to 7, all the weights are here. You put in the weights and you put in the LCG, multiply the weight by LCG, this will be your LCG moment, and you put in your kg for each compartment and multiply kg by your weight, this should be your vertical moment. And free surface moment is only for liquids. So this is not liquid, so these are all blanks. Okay, so we start from the cargo holds, scroll down, and this will be the total weight loaded in the cargo hold. This will be your LCG of all the cargo holds, and this will be your kg of all cargo holds. Okay, and this will be your vertical moment. This will be your LCG moment. Okay, then we go the fuel tanks. Look, fuel tanks, if you want to load in fuel tank number 2 port, multiply with your LCG, this will be your LCG moment, and this is a kg, multiply with your weight of your fuel, this will be your vertical moment, and there you will have your free surface moment. Okay, so this is your free surface moment, but in liquid you will have a result here. This is all automatic in your loading master. Okay, I just included this one, so we're going to compute later on. After the fuel, same thing with your diesel oil. In number 1, DOT starboard, you have 30 tons of diesel oil, multiply with your LCG, this will be LCG moment, weight multiply with your kg, this will be kg moment, and here you have your free surface moment of 41. Okay, and this will be your total DO, this is your total LCG and total kg. Then you have your freshwater port tank, you have 75. Then you have multiply with your LCG, this will be LCG moment, weight multiply with your kg, this will be kg moment, and here you have your free surface, okay, moment. So liquid, every liquid have this free surface moment. Okay, and this will be your total weight of your fresh water, since you have also here a drinking water tank, which is also 75. Okay, then we go to the ballast. Okay, in the ballast, we have ballast in ballast number 3, port and starboard, with 80 tons each. Multiply with your kg LCG, this will be LCG moment. Weight multiply with your kg, this will be a vertical moment, and this will be your free surface moment. Okay, so every liquid or every compartment should also have a free surface moment if you have loaded amount of weight. Okay, so from the ballast we go down after peak, then you total of the ballast, this one 160, total LCG and LCG moment, this kg vertical moment, and your free surface total. You have no ballast in hold number 4. Then all plus your constant. This is your constant of this vessel of 266 times your LCG is your LCG moment, and your kg multiplied with your weight is your vertical moment. And adding all these weights, I highlighted all the weights, total weights. This one you add with this one, add this one, the freshwater, your ballast, plus your constant. This will be your total dead weight or the weight. Okay, and this with this LCG of dead weight multiply with your weight. This will be your LCG moment, and your vertical moment or kg multiply with your dead weight. This will be your vertical moment. Okay, you add your light displacement. This will be your LCG moment, multiply weight times LCG. This will be LCG moment, and your kg multiply with your weight. This will be your vertical moment. Adding all the weights together, this will be your final displacement of 70550 times your weight. This will be your total LCG moment. So this will be your kg multiplied with your weight. This will be your vertical moment, and this will be your total free surface moment, which is this one. All values here, the total will be 9072. Okay, so this is number 2. That will be computing in salt water. So number 2 is find final LCG equals LCG moment, which is this one, divide with your displacement of this one. That will be final LCG will be negative 6741. Okay, so LCG, which is this one, LCG moment, divide with your weight or total weight, okay, or displacement, and the final LCG will be negative 6.741. Okay, with this with your total weight or total final displacement of 70550, you how much would be his drop in salt water with a density of 1.025. So from this drop we will take LCB, LCF, MTC, and TPC. Okay, so we'll try to take this drop 12 meters. We go to the hydrostatic tables and look at 12 meters here. 12 meters. This will be your displacement, TPC, MTC, LCG, LCF, okay? So look here, 12 meters. No need to interpolate because you already have this one, 12 meters, okay? So scroll down. I think I have it down here below. $12 meters. Okay. What is the displacement? Displacement is 70550. Okay. 70550. 70550. I'm sorry. 70550. You won't accept it, so let's put it this way. Okay, this one. That is in number 8, okay? 70558. Okay? Seven zero five five zero. 70550. That will be 12 meters, okay? 12 meters. TPC is 6470. TPC 6370, okay? 6370. MTC is 95177. 95177 MTC. And your LCB is negative 738. Negative 738 LCB, okay? And your LCF is negative 0721. Negative 0721. Negative 072. Okay? So that's it. So it's confirmed. Put this back. We will use this later on. Okay. So it's all confirmed. And your LPP is 220. LPP. Ship's LPP. Should be 215. So put it 215. 215. This should be 215, okay? 215. LPP. And you will compute now for the trim of the vessel. So that after you take out all the figures here, then you go to number 4, you now compute for the ship's trim or corrected trim or change of trim. I put here, final LCG is 6.74. Okay, you can put this to 6.74. Okay, 6.74. And your LCB is negative 738. Okay, this will, you subtract this one and you have a distance of 0.64. So this is the formula: displacement times final LCG minus LCB over MTC times 100. Displacement, which is 7055 times your final LCG of negative 6.74 and your LCB is negative 738, okay? Over your MTC of, MTC is 95177 times 100. Okay. Multiply, subtract this one, then you will have 0.64, and you have your displacement. Displacement times this value, and your MTC times 100, then you will have this value. So displacement times this value of 0.64, and that will be 4510. MTC times 100 is the value, divide this value over your MTC, your trim will be 0.47 positive, meaning you are trimmed by the stern. If this is positive, you are trimmed by the stern. Okay, that is number 4. We go to number 5. The next you will compute for the change of drop forward. You have your LPP here to 1.5. Your 1/2 of LPP is 107.5, and your LCF is negative 0.72. LCF is negative 0.72. Okay, I just put this one here so it will be easy to transpose. Your LPP, 1/2 of LPP is 107. 1/2 LPP is 107. 1/2 LPP is, this should be 107.5. 107.5. Okay, plus your LCF of negative 0.72 over your LPP of 215. So add this together. So that will be, say, equals this one, 1/2 of LPP plus LCF, that will be 106.78. Divided with your LPP, so that will be equals 106.78 divided with your LPP equals 09.0967 multiply with your trim, which is this one. Okay, equals this value times your trim, and change of drop forward will be 0.24. Okay, then you get a value of change of drop up. The formula is trim minus your change of drop forward, and that your change of drop will be 0.24. Okay, so just click this one equals, click your change of trim forward, add your trim, okay, this is your trim, minus your change of trim forward, that will be 24. Okay, so number 6 will now apply the change of trim in your drop. Put your main drop of 12 meters, which is this one. The value of your new displacement is 12 meters. That is your mean, or a mean drop. So you place it here. You put forward 12 meters, up 12 meters. Then you apply your change of drop forward and up. Your change of drop forward is 0.24, and your change of drop up is 0.24. Since you are trimmed by the stern, meaning you will have more drop here and less drop up because you are trimmed by the stern. The shape just goes like this because you are trimmed by the stern. So you should have more drop up and less drop forward. So subtract 12 meters minus 12.24, that will be 1176. Then 12 meters you add with your 0.24, change of trim up, that will be 1234. And your mean drop will be 12 meters exactly. Okay, and there's number 6. Then you have number 7. Another solution will be your main drop plus your change of drop forward. That will be 11.76 minus your trim of 0.47. Then your, I'm sorry, this should be, okay, this should be again, I repeat, with your main drop, you subtract it with your change of drop forward, which is 0.24, then your forward drop will be 11.76, which is the same, and you add it with your trim of 11.47, then your up drop will be 12.24, which is the same here. Okay? Now I have a figure here of what happens. Okay? I'll just make this a little smaller. Okay, this one. Okay, little more, smaller. Okay, this is your amide chip. Okay, this one with the ball. This will be the ship's amide chip. Okay. Now, from amide chip, if you measure it from going forward, the sign is positive, negative. If from amide chip measured it backward, the sign will be positive. Okay. So, take note again. If the measurement of LCG is from amide chip going forward, the sign will be negative. And then measurement of amide chip going backward of your LCG, the sign will be positive. Okay, so scroll down. Take note that your final LCG is negative 6.74. Okay, your LCG, final LCG. Okay. Your final LCG is negative 6.74, which is this one. Okay. And your LCB is negative 738. Okay, LCB is negative 738. LCB is negative 738. Okay. From your drop of 12 meters and your final displacement of 7055, and your LCB is negative 738. Okay. Now let's make this a little bigger. Okay. Now, since your final LCG is negative, so measured from amide chip going forward, this will be your, this will be your LCG, or this vertical line measure downward is your final LCG, which is negative 6.74. Okay, this one is your vertical line of your final LCG. And your LCB is negative 7.38, which is more farther. So from amide chip, measure it forward to this line, vertical line, that will be your LCB of negative 0.38. Okay, that will be your LCB. Now take note that your final LCG is behind LCB, okay, or above. So what does it mean? So it means if your LCG is above or behind of LCB, look, if LCG is behind, behind of LCB or above LCB, then your trim will be you are trimmed by the stern. Okay, but if your LCG is forward of LCB, then trim by the head. But look, LCB is not forward of your LCB. He is behind. That's why if he is behind, he should be trimmed by the stern. Okay. Now the other another explanation is that when you say final LCG, the weight of the vessel, the weight of the cargo, or anything weighs within the vessel, because of the gravitational pull, it will put the force of the vessel to go downward. That's why you have an arrow here, which is going downward because of your LCG. Now buoyancy, when you speak of buoyancy, it is the water pushing it upward. That's why you have this arrow of going upward. So with your buoyancy, the tendency of your forward vessel is to go up. And because of your LCG, or the gravity of the weight and the vessel, the tendency of your arm part is to sink, or to have more drop here. That's why you have more drop here and less drop here, because go up. That's why I put here forward, less drop, and more drop in your up. That's the reason why you have trim by the stern. Okay? Then we go, that will be number 5, number 7. Okay, so we go now to number 8. Okay, this is number 8. This is a figure here. Then we go to number 9. Number 9 is the how to compute for the final kg. Okay, to give you the picture of it. So we are now applying here the kg moment and the free surface moment. Okay, so we only before we only concentrate on this weight, LCG and the LCG moment. Now we're going to extend to do kg moment and free surface, which is until we reach the final. Okay, and to explain further, this is the explanation of this GM, GO, GGO, GOM, KGO, and GOC. So this will explain to you which part of GO, GGO, GOM, KGO, and etc. So if you have time, please see the explanation, or you read about this one, about calculating the initial stability. Then another figure. This is how to get the final kg, how to get the km, how to get the GM, GGO, and your GOM. Okay, these are the formulas. And for short, the relationship can be summarized in two ways. How to find GM is KM minus KG, and to find GOM is GM minus your GGO is your GM, and KG minus GGO is your KGO, and this is a shortcut of KM minus your KGO is your GOM. There are two ways, this one and this one. Okay, so let's proceed, guys. So how to get the final kg? Okay. Final kg is vertical moment over displacement is your final kg. Okay. So your vertical moment, which is this one, this is your vertical moment, and the final vertical moment is how much? 700,623. Okay, that's your vertical moment minus your displacement. your displacement is 70550, okay? And the resultant, your final kg is 9.93, okay? Then how to find GM? First, you have to take how to find the GM first. With your draft of 12 meters, what is your KM? So KM from your 12 meters, okay, go to 12 meters. So hydrostatic table, 12 meters, what is your KM? KM is 13.22, okay? From your 12 meters, take note of the KM is 12.22. So you go back. So from 12 meters, your KM is 12.22, which is this one. So KM minus your final kg of 9.93, and your GM will be 3.29, okay? So number 10. And we go to number 11, find the GGO. The formula is total free surface over displacement. What is free surface? Okay, free surface is this one. This one, free surface. Take note, free surface applies only tanks with liquid. So this is your fuel tank. So this is liquid of, he has a weight of 350, and he will have a free surface of 5213. So meaning he is not totally full, the tank is not totally full. What is the free surface or the empty space in the tank? So this is the value, okay? The value of your empty tank in your FO22. Then so with all liquids, okay, all liquids, let's say your DO tank number 1, it has a free surface of 41 metric tons. Meaning what is the space within the tank which is not occupied by water? That is what it meant. And you have here also the fresh water, and you have also your free surface here with port side and port side only, and your drinking water on starboard, and your total free surface is this one, okay? And your ballast in number 3, you also have your free surface, okay? And the total of free surface moment is 9072, okay? I hope that's clear. Then we go, that will be in number 11. So your total free surface is 9072 over your displacement of, so total of free surface is 9072, right? Which is this one, and your displacement is 70550, okay? Which is this one. So this is your free surface, total free surface over your displacement of 705. This will be your GGO of 0.129. Then the last one, you compute for GOM. So what is your GOM? Is GM minus GGO. What is your GM? GM is negative 0.329, negative 3.29 minus your GGO of 0.129. And the answer would be 3.161. What is your GGO? GGO is this one. Was you number -3. Okay, 129. Okay, then your GOM is 3.161. Then this one, this is an explanation, another formula for how to get your propeller immersion. But I will not discuss this one. Please search for the explanation of this one. This is your immersion. Propeller immersion is dA. dA is the draft at upper perpendicular. Okay, and A is your propeller diameter over your D. A, what is your height from the bottom of keel to shaft center of your shaft center height, which is 4.12. For example, the diameter of your propeller is 6.55, and dA, draft at perpendicular, is, that will be, dA is 11.73, for example. So deduct this one times 100 over your diameter. This will, your propeller immersion will be 116.18. Okay, now again I'll go back to the figures. So with this GM, GGO, GOM, KG, KGO, and GOC, you can figure out which one is in this picture. Okay, like this one, GM over KG, and your KM is from the keel to your meter-centric height. Okay, that is your KM. And you can relate this one, your KG is from your keel to your G, and your GM from G to GM. Okay, so you can relate, well, how to get these figures. Okay, then the next one would be the formulas, how to find the KG, the formulas, and how to find the GM. You have to get first your KM from the draft or hydrostatic table. Then you have to calculate for your GGO, which is free surface over moment of displacement. Then find GM for the free surface and so forth. Okay, so that's it, guys. I hope you like this video presentation, because the title says here, calculate the draft and trim. Find the following: final KG, GM, GGO, and GOM. Okay, I hope that explains clearly. But guys, actually, if you put this in your Lodicator, all are automatic in your Lodicator. You don't have to compute manually. But as I did this in Excel so that you will have an idea how to put it in Excel and compute in Excel. Okay, so if you don't have an indicator, Lodicator, you can follow this pattern or in Excel of this operation, or how to compute it manually. So that's it, guys. If you like this video, please click the like button, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to click the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.